Welcome everyone to the Best Damn Podcast. I'm your host, John Keane. As always, I would like to thank you guys for joining me. As such, you please add, follow, and check us out over on Instagram and Facebook, Best Damn Podcast, Twitter, The Real Best Damn. Today, we're going to be doing live collective tarot reading, focusing predominantly on love for the month of July 2023. We are also going to be streaming this out over on TikTok. This is going to be multi-streamed everywhere, so we're going to be putting this on both of the YouTube channels, the Facebook channels, as well as over on Twitter. And by the way, if you guys haven't checked this out, yet, Twitter, Instagram, we finally got the page is verified. So if it doesn't have the blue check, then it's not me. If you'd like to book your own personal tarot reading, you can email me, therealbestdampodcast at gmail.com, or text 513-393-2396 to set up your own personal reading. And if you'd like to join us over on Patreon for our exclusive content, the other stuff that we do, the actual podcast, you can check us out, patreon.com/bestdampodcastofficial. All the links should be in the description. And if you're watching this on TikTok, sorry, I didn't have room to put all the stuff in the description, so you just have to go to the page and check it out. All right, guys, here we go. We're going to start with Aries. I'm going to switch this over to Aries. And I hope everybody's having an awesome day so far. I feel like July, this is like the peak of summer now. We're now starting to step into the peak season of summer where everybody's really kind of coming out of their shells. We've got all this energy from the sun. There's lots of good vibes to go around right now, and we know that astrologically, depending on what your sign is, I feel like there's a lot of opportunity available in this current moment for love. So let's go ahead and see what we have for Aries, and we're going to look at past person, current person. We'll start off first with a Celtic cross, try to get the overall energy. I'm going to try to go through all 12 signs. So if you want your sign read first, you can comment and hopefully I'll see it. So thank you everybody over on Facebook. Thank you everybody over on YouTube. I appreciate y'all, man. Make sure to hit the like, give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. All right, here we go, Aries. What do we have for the month of July for the sign of Aries? Aries, what do we have for the month of July? Man, you know what? I feel like a lot of Aries have been having a rough go of it lately. Any readings I've done for Aries recently, especially in the love department, I feel like they've been not doing so hot. So hopefully we can get some. Looks like somebody's trying to join the stream. Not right now, man. All right, here we go. Hopefully we get some good news for the Aries. All right. Wow. All right. Okay. I can work with this. All right, so for the overall energy for the month of July, Aries, we have the Two of Pentacles. To me, this is a great indicator that right now you've got choices, especially when it comes to love. And these are, anytime you see the pentacle, you could be dealing with an earth sign. It could also indicate that one or both of these connections are incredibly grounded, right? And I do feel like, however, you're trying to kind of juggle in your mind, which direction you may want to go. And some of you guys, it could be something totally different. It could be contemplating on whether or not you want to go back to a past person. It's like, do I give this person another chance? For those of you that are dealing with someone from the past, others of you, it could just be like, do I want to pursue love? Do I want to, this manifests in a lot of different ways. We do see the challenge here is the Tower. So there has been some major illusions that have kind of fallen down within your life, Aries. I feel like a lot of truths have been coming out. And some of you guys this could be dealing with another person, perhaps someone you've been dealing with I do see that, and we're going to get to some of these other cards here, but I do see that there could be like heartbreak. So maybe there was some, major truth that was revealed, and the choice is, do I stay or do I go? Do I give this person another chance? I do see in the recent past you're coming from the strength position, so you could be dealing with a Leo as well. This could just also indicate too that whatever you've been having to endure, especially emotionally when it comes to relationships, it's taken a lot out of you. You've needed to really kind of be solid. And hold on, I need some mods over here on YouTube. Let me get rid of this person. No spamming, please. All right, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. But I do feel like, this is saying that here recently, you've been in a position of strength. You really kind of held your ground. And you probably went through a lot of things that have not been too comfortable, that have, made you probably question your resolve. In the immediate future, though, I do see the Two of Cups, which shows that, if you're dealing with, a person from the past or somebody that you've already been dealing with, and say that it is, you deciding whether you move forward, you deciding, whether or not you give this person another chance. I do feel like there is heartbreak here. Maybe somebody wasn't faithful. Somebody could have cheated actually. And, anytime we see like the Three of Swords, it doesn't always necessarily mean that there was a third party, but it does mean that there was a third energy that was involved, right? So somebody, whether they were spending more time with their work or focused on their work, or they were giving their attention elsewhere, their energy elsewhere, and it brought about, heartbreak within the situation. This is like somebody feeling, hurt, feeling like they're at a loss. Extremely let down, extremely disappointed. This could have been, something that was emotionally taxing, and that's why we have the Strength card here. This was something that, when it came out, it was incredibly shocking. You gotta be fucking kidding me. How did they get back in my chat? Oh my gosh. It was incredibly shocking, and let me get them blocked on YouTube too. There we go. All right. It was incredibly shocking, or something that, something that was kind of caught you off guard. Maybe you wasn't expecting it. Maybe you had a hunch, but like the depth of it, I don't think you really understood. So underneath here, what you don't see is the Queen of Cups. This is like self-love. This is somebody kind of like licking their own wounds, like nurturing themselves. This is like when what's necessary in your life right now. And maybe, sometimes we don't realize we're as like fucked up from something as we are, or we don't realize we're as let down from something as we are. And obviously, this is kind of specific. This is definitely somebody that's, dealing with another person. This is probably something you've been involved in, or something from the past here. It's like, we don't realize though, just how much relationships can like take a toll on us emotionally, energetically. And it's like, maybe what you're needing to do right now is to really like lick your wounds and take a step back and kind of collect yourself. Spend time on self-care, self-love. Don't jump into anything else right away, especially if you're, one of the people that have been in a situation like this where, everything's kind of falling apart. It's like, if you allow love to come to you, when it does, it's going to come to you in a manner that's incredibly reciprocal, right? If you allow things to kind of heal on their own, it's going to create a balance. I do see here at the Ace of Swords, though, that there could be like a new beginning, a new start, or like newfound clarity to a situation. I do think that if you are dealing with somebody or have been dealing with somebody, then most definitely communication is key. It's going to be important for you to be honest with how you feel, or, how whatever's transpired has made you feel, and like maybe your doubts, your insecurities, it's going to be something that you need to heal from. The world shows that you have lots of opportunity, right? To like kind of start over in many fronts in life. Some of you guys could be starting a new job, new career, thinking about moving, relocating. This is just kind of Spirit's way of saying like you're at the end of a cycle. So whatever relationship had just ended for you, or whatever ending you experienced, whether it was a third party or it was just somebody on some bullshit, breaking your heart, like this was kind of like the end of that chapter. This is ridiculous. This person just keeps coming back in my shit. Okay. Um, and it's saying like this is like your chance to kind of start over. Like everything that's happened has kind of happened for a reason. Is to put you in alignment um, with where spirit really wants you to be in life. Spirit has plans for you, and it's like once your dreams to be realized, it's like you have to get out of a negative mental state. If you're dealing with somebody that's got you arguing all the time, feeling sad all the time, stressed out all the time, feeling lonely all the time, well, think about what type of frequency you're on if you're in that state, and think about what type of life you're attracting. It's like everything in life starts to go downhill if your relationship's off. And it's like I think it's time for like a reset now, and that's what you can call it God, spirit, the universe, whatever. It's like you're being put in alignment for like a total reset. It's like given an opportunity to kind of even reinvent yourself. Like what may have scared you in the past, I think is now going to be things that you no longer fear. It's like sometimes we're afraid of something until it happens. Maybe you were afraid to be betrayed, or afraid to be cheated on, or afraid to be hurt, and now it's already happened. Whatever that fear was has already happened. So it's like time for you to let go. It's like, well, what else do I have to worry about? Like they've already done the unthinkable. I already went through what I was afraid I was going to go through. It's like, so now you're kind of fearless. You're no longer worried about the negativity or the possibility of failure. I do see that the person that you're dealing with, one of the ways I see this ending is kind of like cutting communication, or cutting communication with, or having this person, if they're with someone else, they will cut the communication with the third party. Now I want to pull a few cards here. We're going to look at the past person, see what they think about you. And then we're going to look at somebody for the future. Yeah. Whoever you were dealing with in the past, I feel like they want like a new start. They want a new beginning. They want you to take some sort of action, or actually want to take some sort of action towards you. Like, so anytime we see the ace, it's like a new beginning. It's like a new chapter. It's like reconciliation. Like, can we start over? And they want to take that action towards you. And I get like the sense of like, maybe they're just fucking, maybe they're like afraid that if they come at you in this way, that you're not going to fuck with them. That, I'm not sure, but I get like the sense for some of you guys that it didn't end well. So it's like, maybe they're afraid like you're going to tell them you don't want nothing to do with them, or, whatever. Yeah. For some of you guys, there hasn't been communication for a while. I feel like they see you as maybe not wanting to talk to them. That's funny. John, you look different. You look good. Oh, thank you. And what's up? Hobo Railroad, VZ Fat Cat 13, Eric Ebu Elliott, Powerful Violet Truth. Thank you guys. I appreciate all of y'all over on YouTube. I don't know how the fuck, like this, I've got the worst. Dude, how do I get this motherfucker blocked? Like, seriously, I don't even know how to get them blocked. I'm about to just cut off the chat. Like, there we go. That way they don't even show it. Sorry about that. But it, like, I guess they see you as like somebody who doesn't want to talk to them. You're not open to communicating. But, and if you're worried that they don't want to talk to you, I feel like they are, as long as like honesty is involved. It's like, I feel like maybe they, you're at this place where it's like you're kind of willing now to talk about things, but you just don't want no bullshit. Anytime you see the Queen of Swords, it's like they're open, but they don't want, and it's no fuck shit. You know what I mean? Like they're not on any fuck shit. And the Page of Pentacles, I feel like they really value you. They see you as somebody incredibly valuable, to them. Um, like when they think about the relationship or the time with you, it's like, they think really highly of it. It's like, oh, that was a good time. And I mean, I know we do that anyways. Like, we always smash together all the great memories that we have with somebody. So it's like anytime we play the reel back in our head, that's what makes people get back with exes and shit. It's like, even though the shit's done been over and there was so much more bad that happened, we run that reel back in our head of, like all the highlights of the good times and shit. It's like, damn, maybe it was pretty good. I mean, I feel like they really do see you as that though. And they really do see the relationship as that. It's like, damn, like, they think that you were incredibly caring or that you maybe elevated them in some ways. You ever been with somebody and you like, they like make you step your game up? You know what I mean? It's like they are on such a like a tear in life to where they're pursuing success and they're hungry and they're doing their things. Like it makes you feel like you gotta match the energy, right? And I feel like that's what they think about you. It's like they feel like you make them better. So we're gonna look at your future person, and I'll pull a couple of love oracles and move on to the next time. And I don't know what is up with YouTube chat. It's like on some crazy shit. I have the worst troll there right now, and it's not blocking them for whatever reason. So I hate doing the multi-stream. It's like I don't have as much control over it as I wish. And for those of you guys on TikTok, I'm using my phone for that one. So, all right, let's see your future person. Aries, future person. Who's coming into your life, Aries? All right. Ooh, nice. Nice. Really nice. You could be dealing with a Gemini, but we have the lovers. This is like soulmate energy. This is true love. And that's what I mean. Like during the entire reading, kind of looking at your energy, it's like, you've got true love and for some of you, it's someone you already know or you've already met, but I don't feel like it's an ex or a past person. I feel like, this is somebody new, maybe you've met them, but you've never been with them or you've never dated them. You might know them. Some of you, very few of you will have already met the person, but just never went there with them. For others of you, you haven't met this person yet. But when you do, I feel like you're going to know it. You could have Gemini heavily aspected. They could as well. But I feel like you guys are going to be a lot alike. A lot alike. And, it might take some healing from some of the things that you've been through with other people. And I feel like that's why we go through each experience. Anytime we go through a relationship, it's like we always think, well, that was a waste of time, right? Like, because that shit didn't work out. But really, it wasn't. It was like giving you an opportunity to know what you don't want and what you do. And it's giving you an opportunity to grow, to learn how to communicate better, to learn how to be more in touch with another person and, work on your intimacy. There's so many different things that you gained, even from a shit experience. You gain the experience, you gain wisdom, and it better prepares you, for the next round, for the next person. It's a wheel of fortune. It feels like if you've had like shit that you just felt like bad luck when it comes to love, bad luck when it comes to your partners, like that's going to turn around. But one of the things with the Wheel of Fortune is like good luck's coming, but you have to let the wheel turn, and like in order to let the wheel turn, we have to relinquish control. We have to relinquish control. We have to stop trying to fucking micromanaging every aspect of our life, or stop trying to force things to happen. No, I don't know why I've got so many people trying to jump in the line. Um, Trying to force things to happen. Sorry, guys. It looks like my connection is shitty. I don't know why it's doing that. All right. Hopefully it fixed. But instead of trying to force things to happen, it's about allowing things to happen. It's like allowing the wheel to turn, allowing things to just kind of flow the way that they're meant to. It's like, in a lot of times we'll fucking resist shit. The universe is trying to tell us shit. It's like, tries to give us warning signs about people. It's like, it'll let you know when a relationship's over, but you ignore it. You'll continuously keep going back, even though, like, you can tell you guys are totally out of whack and your energy's distorted with one another because you're doing nothing but arguing, or you're not seeing eye to eye, or there's not that connection anymore. There's not that spark anymore. And it's like, still we want to ignore it. We want to try to fix things and make things work. And it's like, I'm not telling you not to work on a relationship, but sometimes it's fucking obvious, that something or someone isn't meant for you. If you go on a date with them and they never call you back, why waste your time? You know what I mean? That's not your person. Your person will call you back. If they lie to you, cheat on you, you can't trust them, right? You need affirmations all the time, reassuring you that they love you. And the only time it's like we really want somebody, I feel like, to be super affectionate and like prove their love to us is when we doubt their love to start with. You know what I mean? So it's like, if we ever need someone to kind of, constantly reassure us of their loyalty, or reassure us of their love for us, then I think that's like a big fucking red flag that um, you know we don't trust that they do love us, to start with, and that's like that's a problem, because if they're not showing it to you, then you don't believe it. Meaning, like, if you really had that special connection with someone, you wouldn't even need them to show it to you all the time, or maybe hardly ever. It's like you would have that understanding. You would know it. You would know their love. Finally, and it starts with a two and it kind of ends with a two, and it's in his choices. It's like, if you want this love, this ultimate love, where something that flows so much easier than what you're used to, and something that's going to bring like prosperity into your life and good times into your life, and something that's going to put you on a natural high and really make you want to like step your fucking game up and just be a better version of you. If you want that kind of love, then it's like you got to get out of your own fucking way. You got to get out of your own way, because you're holding yourself back. It's like the negative self-talk, self-doubt, all of that. It's killing you, man. It's killing you. The negativity is killing you. And it's like, you not believing that you deserve better than what you've had is also fucking you up. Some of you guys should just be in a situation where, like, you're dependent on someone financially or something like that, so you're having to take a little bit of shit or whatever. It's like, get your shit in order, get your shit together. And it's like, stop holding yourself back. Stop making excuses for why you can't be happy, for why you can't be free, for why you can't have love. It's like, whatever frequency, you're vibrating at, that's going to be the kind of person you meet. That's going to be who you attract into your life. And if you're walking around fucking feeling lonely or worthless or whatever, imagine what's going to come out on the other end of that. It's not going to be too great of a guy, too great of a girl. It's like, but and that's why when you least expect it, it comes. And I feel like that's so fucking cliche to say. I wish I could just kill these notifications here. It feels so cliche to say, but it's like it's true. It's like because when you're focused on you, when you're doing your thing, focusing on your money, being healthy, taking care of yourself, being happy with your own company, being happy with your own presence, it's like, and just enjoying your life as is, then, you know, that's when you're in that right energetic state to kind of draw in something, you know. So, and drawing something good on top of it. So it's like, focus on you right now. It's like, get out of your own way. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next sign here. What do I have next? I'm going to go with Virgo. I can't really read the chat here. Thank you for everybody who followed me over on TikTok. I appreciate all of you guys. And I should be streaming. I'm going to start doing putting the tarots on Instagram too as well. So, all right, here we go. Go with the Virgo. Now, let me pull you guys an angel oracle too, Aries, while I'm thinking about it. Before we start on Virgo. All right. Ooh, deception. Someone wearing a false self mask in the relationship, and I think that's really speaking to a lot of what I was already saying. It's like being true to yourself, right? Being true to yourself, honest with yourself, focusing on you is going to bring out, something good. It's like when we're not in the right state, it's the type of people we attract. And I feel like you've been attracting a lot of those kind of people. And it's like some of you guys could be done with that right now. And maybe the decision, that you need to make is to like move on from that. So, all right, here we go, Virgo. Here we go. Okay. Interesting. The overall energy is judgment. I feel like definitely you're at the end of a cycle right now, Virgo. This is like one of those times in life where, like a chapter is kind of coming to a close. I feel like, there could have been a major ending in a relationship as well. And that could also be something that's recently happened. Maybe there's been two major endings recently. Maybe you recently like ended a job or ended a career and ended a relationship or, like change where you live. It's like I feel like there's been a lot of change. Some of you guys right now, it's like you feel like you're snapping out of a dream or snapping out of an illusion. For some of you guys, it's like you're finding yourself again. Like this, whatever ending that has happened in your life, it's like I feel like the challenge is to find yourself again. Some of you could be walking around like you're literally, in a slumber. I get the sense some of y'all are healing right now. There was a painful ending. Maybe this was something that you were incredibly scared to lose, I feel like as well. Yeah, I feel like, this could have been a person that you were afraid to lose. It's a lot of sleepless nights. A lot of sleepless nights. And maybe you're even wondering, like, if there's a chance to, like, reconcile or a chance to, you know, go back. But the nine kind of tells us that, you know, it's over. It's over. And for those of you guys that just got out of a relationship, it's like, just because that is coming to an end or that has ended, it's like, it's not the ending of love in your life. It's just like the ending of a chapter, the ending of a phase, something temporary, a season, a season. It's like, now it's time to reinvent. Now it's time to kind of gather up all that we've learned, and evolve, adapt. Could have been a lot of happiness here. I feel like recently you've been happy. It's like almost everything you touch, you've succeeded at, or you've done well. Energetically, I get the sense that you've been, very attractive too. Like, maybe there's been a lot of people pursuing you, or a lot of people with eyes on you. And that's very possible if you guys are in the spotlight or a public figure. Maybe recently you've got more exposure than you're used to, or you know, that could be something that's on its way. I feel like this is a period of growth. You've grown a lot based on something that's happened in your past. That's what's kind of triggered the growth, and maybe it was um, the ending of a relationship. And that's what it could have been. That could have, like, and for some of you guys, it sounds weird as fuck, but it's like, I feel like it triggered like a major growth. It's like whatever happened um, caused you to see yourself in a different light and really make corrections or changes, like taking things in a new direction, literally working on you. And some of you guys have this sense, like, you know, I want you to, like, understand that some of you guys could have the feeling of like you put a lot of time and energy and effort into someone, or like a connection, and it didn't go anywhere, or it didn't go where you wanted it to go. It's like, don't allow that to discourage you, because you didn't do it for nothing. You know what I mean? It's like there was still lots and lots of value gained for yourself. No, you didn't get the outcome that you wanted, and I feel like some of you guys were like, really, you really wanted, like, commitment. You really wanted something long term. You really wanted something solid. You were trying to build a foundation. You're going to continue to build even on your own. You're going to continue to build, and eventually you'll find someone else to build with. It's like, but continue to, like, focus on you and work on you, and understand that, it wasn't a loss. There were definitely addictions that were affecting the connection. Drugs, alcohol, sex, fill in the blank. You would know. Um, for some of you guys, like, you were the one that had the addictions. For others of you, it was the person you were with. Um, but it's like, I feel like there was a lot of passion too. There was a lot of passion, very intense. I don't. I don't want to take away from like your experience, but some of you guys, it was very external or physical. Like the person was with you because they thought you were beautiful or sexy, or like that's what I think they liked the most about you. And when that wasn't enough, that's when I think the problems may have began. When looks or sex or whatever wasn't enough to cover up the flaws, that's when I think problems began. It's like maybe there was a lack of compatibility. Um, this is two people here. You could have been dealing with a really toxic situation. Have another 9. You protecting your peace, protecting, your happiness. I feel like this is what you're focused on. You want emotional fulfillment. You could have your eyes on a water sign, dealing with a water sign. And at the very least, you're going to have your victory. You're going to have your victory. If you're looking, and I feel like what you're looking for is like someone who fills you up, someone that makes your life feel fuller. It's like emotionally, you're wanting to, and some of you guys you're going to be a hard nut to crack because of some of the things that's happened to you. So some of you guys could be really slow to open up, or your person you could feel like is really slow to open up. But I feel like it's for good reason. It's like just not wanting to be duped again, or not wanting to invest too soon or too much again. Not wanting to repeat mistakes from the past. But you'll have your victory if you're willing to like take a leap of faith, though. Like, and this is the tricky part about love in general. It's like you have to be willing to be vulnerable, in order to have it. It's like so often people try to like play it safe or super detached when it comes to love, and it's like it never works. You never get the full experience that way. And some people don't want the full experience, and that's fine. It's like, but don't deprive yourself because you're like a coward and you're scared to get hurt or scared to get burned. Like you've got like a victory here. There's been some shit. I mean, yeah, you've been through some shit, like you have. You have. You've been hurt pretty bad. There's been painful endings. Addictions, maybe you've overcome them. Maybe it's just toxic relationships. I kind of get the sense of like both. It's like working hard on yourself, working on you, working towards something, working towards a goal. It's like at the same time being incredibly cautious, being incredibly careful who you allow in, right? You'll let someone in, but it's like you're not just letting anyone in. Yeah. You know where you're headed. And it's like I think that's a beautiful thing, like when we know what we want. It's like we know where we're going, we know what we're trying to do. But like I said, it's being willing to take that leap of faith, being willing to be vulnerable, being willing to trust the process really, and like trust that you're on the right path, and trust that God, the universe, spirit, whatever is going to put the right people in the right place at the right time. It's like, and once you're ready, and like once you're energetically ready, that's when you attract, that one that you're meant for. And it's like knowing your own value, knowing your own worth. You could be dealing with a Taurus. I feel like, you want somebody incredibly sensual, um, someone affectionate. Like you want someone affectionate, you want someone sensual, you want someone who values themselves or who holds himself in a high regard, and not in like a cocky or arrogant way, but it's like they hold themselves in a high regard because they recognize their own value. They treat themselves like they're valuable. And because they do that, it makes you feel like they're valuable too. It's like you ever been with somebody and it's like, that just like, you ever been with a person that not anyone could get, you know? It don't matter how attractive they are. They could, it doesn't matter how much money they make, but if they're just like a person that you just know not anyone could, not just anyone could have, they're not going to just go for anybody. It's like, you feel like lucky or something. It's like, that's what you want. You want somebody that chooses you, I think, too. You can't like let the past get in the way, though. I feel like that's going to be a major challenge for you. Major challenge for you is like not reliving the past in your present, in your now. It's like if somebody, like, okay, you ever seen somebody that's been cheated on a bunch of times, right? Like, they fucking expect everybody to be a cheater. You know what I mean? Everyone is a cheater once you've been cheated on a billion times. And it's like, and it's almost like they start creating these self-fulfilling fucking prophecies in their life too, like in their love lives. It's like, oh, well, everyone's a cheater. And guess what? Everyone fucking cheats because that's like what you're expecting to happen. What does it say? The saying, the universe gives you basically of evidence of the way that you perceive it. So like exactly how you believe life is. If you believe you're a loser and you can't have nobody and you're lonely and blah, blah, blah. Like the universe has no choice but to bring you back that evidence. So it's like it gives you that kind of lifestyle. You believe like everybody is going to be unfaithful or liars or just deceptive as fuck. It's like, well, guess what? You're calling in. You're telling the universe like, this is what I want. Please hook me up. So I mean, you've got a lot of healing to do, but I feel like you're working on that healing, and I feel like you're not going to let it hinder you. You're not going to let the past hinder you. It's like, yeah, you've been beat up, yeah, you've been kicked around, but ultimately, when it comes down to it, when there's someone that's worth it, and you'll know, you're gonna go for it. Okay, let's pull a few cards on the past person, and then we're gonna look at the future for Virgo. Pull a few cards for a past person here. All right. Move on to the next sign. Looks like we're still going on TikTok too. Hopefully. All right. And hopefully the troll left the chat over on YouTube. Let's see. Yeah. Looking forward to the Aquarius reading. Okay. Well, I'll do Aquarius next then, if I can. So, like, if I see what if you guys put your sign in the chat, like, I'll hit your sign next. All right. This is the past person for Virgo. Past person for Virgo. Let's see what they're thinking of you. Interesting. Wow. Damn. Yeah, I think I think they're just trying to move on, Virgo. I think they're trying to move on. I think that they want closure, or you want closure with them. Maybe you both want closure. You feel like there was no closure to the situation. I feel like they're trying to. It's not like they don't think fondly of you. There's amazing potential here. Uh, like I feel like if you were to reconcile, believe it or not, it seems like it's one of those weird situations where like I feel like it could go either way. It's like 50-50. It's like this person wants to move on, they want closure. Um, there's probably a lot that went down, a lot that happened between you guys. Um, but if, also in the same token, like either way, that's what's going to benefit you and them. It's like moving forward, letting the past go. So it's like letting the past go, going your own separate ways, and healing, that way. Um, that's going to bring both of you, I feel like, happiness. Um, or letting the past go and reconciling. I feel like at this point, there's probably whatever has happened. It's like I feel like the lessons have been learned, and maybe it's changed everything. And it's like there is no going back. There is no reconciliation, or you don't even want reconciliation, or they don't. That could be a possibility. But at the same time, I feel like you guys have both. You've learned your lessons from what's happened. Yeah, it's like you've snapped out of it. It's like um, I feel like the two of you both kind of became people you didn't want to be, if that makes sense. You ever been like in a relationship and you allow the relationship to make you become a person that you're not? You know what I mean? It's like you can be whether you're petty or vindictive or hateful or just negative or whatever. It's like, allowing that dynamic, that energy to kind of suck you in and, make you start behaving in a way that's not, it's not how you would normally behave. I feel like that's what this one did to both of you. Let's see the future person, Virgo. Future person for Virgo. Okay. Nice. Nice. Really nice. I would say you know, the key for you, Virgo, is to like actually get out there, meet people. This is going to be incredibly important. It's like sometimes, especially if we've been in a relationship that wasn't that good in the past, and we're like, it's like, I want love or I want companionship, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to, you know, to find it. And I feel like that's fine and all, but it's like if you don't even put yourself in a position like to make yourself available for that, then you know, it could be a lot longer uh, period of time that you go until you find your person. I would recommend for some of you like dating sites or like getting out on the weekends. It's like don't allow yourself to be a shut in. Make sure you're getting out, you're having fun, you're being curious about what's out there. It's like I feel like the moment you do, you're going to meet somebody that piques your curiosity. You know, it's probably going to come in a way like like you'll meet them at a party or at a bar or um, a wedding, like whatever and switch it up too. Like if you got this routine where you go to the same fucking places all the time, the same bar, the you know, same restaurant or whatever, it's like go to somewhere different. Try somewhere different and see what that does. But just make sure you're putting yourself out there. Make sure you're putting yourself out there because I feel like you guys are going to have a lot of fun together. I see like you going on lots of dates, having like a large social circle together, lots of friends, family. They could be very family oriented also. Could be dealing with a water sign. A lot of water here. Ace of Cups tells me that, this new person, this is like about as good as it gets when it comes to the love cards. This is somebody that really does it for you. And it's like someone that makes your life richer just by being in it. It's like and I feel like that's what you want, Virgo. It's like if you I don't see the past person trying again. I just honestly don't. And I feel like that's why it's going to be very important for you to take the action to kind of move forward, just, one step at a time, just take one step after the other, and it's like eventually, you're going to, you'll forget all about, what's happened, and you'll be excited about something new, optimistic about something new. Now we're going to pull one love oracle for you also. And we'll move on to the next sign. Your Virgo rising, yes. Yeah, you can check your sun, your moon, and your rising. So, sun, moon, and your rising. All right. We have deception in reverse. So that's awesome. Deception in reverse is like, you're used to dealing with people on fuck shit. It's like, that's behind you now. Like that's something of the past. You're, and it's up to you, I think, too, to also be incredibly honest with people, be raw with people about who you are as well. And it's like if you put everything out on the table, you put yourself out there, then that people genuinely like you for you. They're getting to know the real you, not a projection of you. And you're setting the table for, honesty on the other end, and that's how you like have true trust, is by both of you, being willing to be real, raw, honest, and kind of put it all out there. It's like, I feel like you, and that's going to be the thing. Just don't try to impress nobody. Just be yourself. Impress them with your natural awesomeness, Virgo. Okay, now we're going to move on. The next sign here. I think we had somebody ask for Aquarius. So we're going to do Aquarius. All right, Aquarius is next. All right, Aquarius. See what you have here. And I think I can turn the chat back on. We had the worst fucking troll over on YouTube. So everybody on Facebook, YouTube, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, follow, share this link. Way other people can check it out. And tonight I will be doing the live podcast. I think I'm gonna do it at 10:30 p.m. I've been supposed to be doing it for about a week, but I just gotten busy, so I will be doing it tonight though. For those who are interested, everybody on TikTok, It's youtube.com, Best Damn Podcast Official, and Best Damn Podcast. You guys can check it out. All right, Aquarius, here we go. And let me know in the chat too, over on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. Let me know if you guys can see me and you can hear me good. I'd like to know if that's coming in clear. I can't, and on TikTok, I can't really see the screen that much. Hopefully, I'm coming in good on TikTok too. All right. Damn. All right, Aquarius. Some of you guys could be done with a Virgo. Others of you, I feel like you're just really like kind of keeping to yourself right now. Thank you so much, Mark. I appreciate that. You're kind of keeping to yourself right now. This is like a time of introspection. You know, I see. There's a lot of you that's really it's like soul searching. You know, it's like you're at this period in your life to where it's like you're trying to figure out like what it is you want. You know, some of you guys, especially those of you that are single, it's like you're trying to figure out like what next. You know, like what works for me. Those of you that are with somebody, it's like maybe you're just trying to figure out your place in the world right now, or it's like you're just trying to figure out like where you stand, or you know what you need. A lot of introspection right here. Challenge is temperance. It's like being willing to kind of be, you know, to be patient, even if things kind of seem monotonous right now. And for some of you, it could. Some of you guys are dealing with a Sagittarius. But it's like even if things feel like, you know, really kind of routine, lackluster in your life, it's like very important right now to have patience and to understand it's like not everything's got to be, you know, high highs and low lows. That, you know, sometimes routine's a good thing. Sometimes it's like it's not bad if you know you don't always have to be getting your mind blown every day of the week. You know, I feel like that shows like if you're with somebody, there's an element of comfort there. You know, both you and them, and maybe you're afraid like someone's getting too comfortable. You know, or you're losing the fizz. It's like recently you've decided you're like making this effort. I feel like you're trying to get yourself in alignment and trying to, you know, put your life back together or put the pieces back together from some past situation. You know, there's been something that happened in the past that's kind of made you feel like, okay, you know, I need to straighten up, or I need to get more organized. You know, I need to be more on point. You know, and I feel like, you know, your person or who you're dealing with, they could kind of even see you as that, as somebody that's like really meticulous about either their appearance or the way that they do their work, the way that they do their job. It's like, and it could even be like to the point of annoyance, even. It's like someone that's so task oriented that it's like, fucking, okay, you know, chill out for a minute. You know, that's why there's this need for temperance. You know, maybe it's like a need to relax. Some of you guys are trying to find out something too. You're trying to put pieces together regarding another person. Maybe it could be actions that this person has taken that have kind of made you cast doubt on their intentions. And it's like, what is this person up to? You know, and you're like doing this heavy soul searching, this real introspection, because it's like trying to figure out like which direction do I go now? How should I go about this? And it's like there's this need to kind of be patient, be chill, trust the divine in all of this, and that there is a plan underneath. If things have felt like they've kind of been against you, that's not the case. Like, shit's turning in your favor, but anytime we see that wheel of fortune, and for some of you, and I don't want to I don't know if I should say this. All right, so for some of you, if you've been in a relationship and things have seemed like they've been going like really good, like too good to be true, then they probably are. Okay? And I see like maybe all of a sudden, because of some actions that someone takes, it could just all of a sudden like really change on a dime, you know, and have you in your head even like, thinking like, what the fuck just happened here? What do I do now? Which direction do I go? For the others of you, I feel like, if you felt stuck in a situation, especially, or felt stuck with someone, some of you guys, you just needed like proof of someone doing something, proof of someone's actions in order to walk away. Those are you who are that. Like, if that's you, if you just needed proof of something to walk away, you're about to get it. You're about to get your proof, and you're going to be able to let go. You're going to be able to move the fuck on. It's going to be over. Let's go ahead and move forward here. So we have the Eight of Cups, which shows me that there is a need to turn your back on someone or something. Someone or something that at one point brought you like happiness. Someone that at one time, made you incredibly happy. It could be a relationship, it could be a person, a job, whatever. But it's like guaranteed success. Why I love the Eight of Cups. It's like if you step away from, this emotional tie, it's something you're connected to emotionally. It's a cup. I love when I start to see the comments, people saying, yeah, I've been doing this. Yeah. Been uncovering the lies. Wow. Well, I believe that. It's like guaranteed success if you step away from this. So it's like this, this could be somebody that at one time made you really happy. You have a lot of love for this person, but it's like, it's time to move on, or it's time to let go. You've been putting pieces together. There's been actions that they've been taking that have kind of let you know that something's off, something's not right. It's got you really in your head and kind of beside yourself, and it's like, I applaud you for like, having the patience to kind of let this play out. But now it's like things are about to take on a whole new energy, a whole new momentum. It's like it's going to be your letting go that's going to bring you, the relief. I see. I hate showing it, but it's like if you had suspicions about someone, I feel like they're going to be confirmed. Like I said, some of you guys, this could come out of fucking nowhere too. I really feel like for some of you, it could be like, man, things were so good. It's like, and then boom. For others of you, it's like you have, God damn, you've been doing the detective work. You already knew like something wasn't right, and now you're just gonna get your proof now. Um, and if you guys like, those of you that are single and you kind of had your eye on someone, and you're like, why the fuck ain't they reciprocating, or why ain't they going for it? Um, I feel like this is why. This is why they have someone else. And some of you guys could have just, you could even believe that. Look for, communication to come in. I feel like someone could reach out to you, via text message, DM. You could actually find that, the person you're dealing with is actually like messaging another person. Like this could manifest in a few different ways. It could be like you finding out they're messaging another person, talking to someone else. You could check their phone and you're going to see like text or DMs, or somebody could even reach out to you like through via text or direct message and like tell you something about the person. Like, yeah, they were with so and so yesterday, or kind of something like that. Something like that. For those of you who are single, it's like I feel like right now you got a lot of options, or feel like you're texting a lot of people at this time, or there's a lot of people in your DMs. Some of you guys might get really defensive, or your person will get really defensive. It's like I said, if there was a sense like some of you guys would think like, oh no, this is bullshit, like things were too good for this to happen. It's like you might go in a sense of denial. Um, Others of you, this is like, this could really like shut you down for the future too, like, which is not a good thing. It could like really have you closed off. It's like I feel like you're not gonna want to give other people a chance, or like, just let's say like you're in a situation now where you just got out of like third party something, and it's like you don't want to open up, but we see the high priestess here, so it's like you're some of you guys can have dreams about someone cheating on you, or it's really weird dreams about it, or um, you're gonna just like get the feeling one day like, oh, I'm gonna go check his phone, or you know what I mean. It's like it's really weird. You're gonna be incredibly intuitive uh, in the month of July. Incredibly intuitive. It's like you're still, even though I feel like there is like a letdown in love coming in the month of July for some of you, and this is not all of you. And this is like, remember, energy can be vice versa. So it's like um, it can kind of go either way. It's like, so it's like don't forget that it's like, even when somebody does you dirty, it's secretly a blessing in disguise, because you found out, right? If you are to find out something bad, don't be all upset because you found out. Like, be happy that you found out, because like that's what is going to actually release you from someone that was not doing very well. Somebody who was not being loyal, somebody who was lying, somebody who was, they were putting nice in your heart. Like you just, it's not always cheating. It's not always cheating, you know. But whatever it is, like somebody that's, they're doing things to break your heart. They're doing things to hurt you. It's like, be happy that it comes to the light. Like, don't focus on the fact that that happened. Focus on the fact that like God's got your back, and put it all out there, helped you figure it out, or helped you see. Now let's take a look at the past person here. Past person. Nobody likes bad news. Aquarius, past person. Yeah. For some of you guys, you're really you're just, you're focused on like what went wrong. You're focused on the loss here. Some of you guys are still getting over it. Some of you guys have just found out. But there's still instead of focusing on, the cups that are kicked over here, it's like, look behind you. There's still two more. There's still so much more that life has to offer and that love has to offer. It's like, don't focus on what hasn't worked. Don't focus on the past. Don't focus on the hurt. Don't focus on the things that went wrong. There's opportunity, and it's up to you, really. On this opportunity, the action that you could take, and the choice that you have, and this is a choice. It's like, continue to go back on the path that you know, and how how it ends. If you go back to an ex, or doing some type of behavior or whatever, it's like you already know one road. It's like, so you want to continue to go down that road when you always end up feeling unfulfilled, and you always, it's like some of you guys lie to yourself. It's like you tell yourself that you want a certain lifestyle, or you want a certain relationship, and it's like it always ends up with you hurt, or always ends up blowing up in your face. It's like, so the universe has challenged you to go a different route. Say you didn't want a long-term commitment or something before. Like, the universe is saying, it's time to open up the door on whatever you weren't doing, in the past. And that the door of opportunities here, this is like the 1111 card, so this is opportunity being there. This is, this is like, the door of opportunities open. It's like, this is the universe like grabbing you by the hand and saying, if you want it, you can have it. And it's like, this is stability. This is success. This is, but it's like, we have to release the things that don't work. We have to release the people that were toxic to us, or that, that we're no longer with. It's like time to move forward. We're going to look at your new person now, the new energy. Detachment is what you're learning. Hey, there's a time to detach. So, I mean, there really is. There's a time to detach. All right. Damn, I feel like everybody's got this card. All right. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. So you can meet this. I feel like this is like you can meet this person at work. It's weird. You can meet this person at a job. You can meet this person at work. Yeah. You can also meet this person on a dating site. I do see the Page of Swords. I I feel like there's going to be lots of communication between the two of you. Um, that's probably going to be one of the things that you like the most about it is you feel like it's really easy to talk to this person. You see the judgment card, so it's saying like, this is like karma too. You know, you have essentially earned the right, like to have a worthy lover in your life. You've earned the right to like, you know, to be in something stable, to be in something that really brings you happiness. It's like energetically, I feel like you're in the right place right now. Hopefully my stream is working here. It's weird. Match for, yeah, that was so weird. My shit froze on this one. Sorry about that. You're like a perfect match for whatever it is you're trying to attract now. It's like try to be the energy that you want to attract. So it's like if you want somebody that is a hard worker, somebody that's kind, somebody that's affectionate, somebody that's loving, you have to be that same person. You have to be bringing that same energy. All right, let's pull a love oracle and we're going to move to the next. Gemini is going to be next. It's so weird. Yeah. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So, I feel like you could meet this person, through a friend, or, this is going to be like one of those times where I feel like your friends, when you meet this person, they're going to really like this person as well. They're going to be like, yeah, you guys are a good match. Or they're going to be really impressed about the way that they speak to you or the way that they treat you or the things that they do for you. You're probably going to brag about them a lot to your friends as well. It's like, and if you're getting over something, it's like, that's the best time to like go kick it with the homies. It's like, if your heart broke, you're not feeling up to snuff, up to par because of something you've been going through. It's like, hit your friends up. This is like, that's what friends are for. It's like to help us get through those hard times, to help us get through those, those painful endings in life. All right, let's move to Gemini here. You need to learn to value yourself again. Hi, Julie. Nice to see you. I know it's really early in the day for tarot readings, but I thought, fuck it, I'm not going to get to do them if I don't do them early. We will be doing the live podcast tonight at 10:30. I'm going to multi-stream it on all of the channels and pages and shit. We did get verified on Twitter, Instagram, and I think Facebook's still pending. So it's if you follow us Instagram and Facebook at Best Damn Podcast, Twitter, The Real Best Damn. Check us out over there. You can get subscriptions there as well. YouTube subscriptions, Facebook, fan subscriptions, all that good stuff. You want to book your own tarot reading? The Real Best Damn Podcast at gmail.com or text 513-393-2396. And all the links are in the description for everybody that's watching everywhere but TikTok. So, all right, Gemini. Gemini here. Okay. Let's see what we have for the Geminis. And remember, check your sun, moon, and rising. After the video, I will try to put all the timestamps in the top of the comment section. That way you guys can go straight to it. All right, here we go, Gemini. Right out. All right. Okay. All right, let's see here. Okay. Some of you guys have recently come out of a long-term commitment. See the Hierophant here, right on the bottom of the deck. So some of you guys could have recently got out of a long-term commitment. And it doesn't have to be marriage necessarily. It can be marriage. You could be fucking getting a divorce or just gotten a divorce or it could just be like a really long-term relationship. Could have children with them. It's like it don't have to be years. Sometimes it's fucking 1 year. Anything longer like 6 months. It was a long-term commitment. Okay. On the surface, I feel like everything looked awesome. Some of you guys, I don't want to be a piece of shit, but I just want to say, like, you ever see like the Instagram couples and shit like that, Facebook couples, like they look awesome on social media. Like they take great pictures together. They're always doing all this fun shit, but like behind closed doors, they fucking hate each other or cheat on each other or, have some terrible relationship. They probably like never even talk or have sex or anything. Like, I'm not saying it was like that, but I'm saying on the outside, it looked really well. And maybe there could have been high hopes too for, like you thought you was going to have everything with this person, because this also is, this is the 10. This is 10 of Pentacles. This is like completion, culmination of a goal, like something being realized, like all the money raining down. See the granny here, it's like the family's there, the husband, the wife, the dogs. I mean, all of it. It's like, you could have seen this type of future with this person, this type of commitment with this person. It does look like we are getting a low battery on the cell phone, so we might have to switch phones here in a minute. But it's like, I feel like, it's like there could have been a lot of potential, is what I mean. There could have been a lot of potential. Two of Swords. So it's like unwilling to see something. Like, what were you not willing to see, Gemini? It's like, that's kind of what makes me curious here. For one, some of you guys could have been getting in your own way in this commitment by not opening up. Some of you guys could have been too cold, too detached. Or you could have felt like your person was too cold, too detached. Remember, the energies can be vice versa. But it's like I see someone guarding their heart here. Anytime I see this card, that's what I think about. It's like, the challenge is like not opening up. Like, for some of you guys, it's you. It's like you who wouldn't open up, or you that was too guarded. This can also indicate like that you weren't willing to look at something, honestly. Like you weren't willing to, it's like whether it was someone else's behavior or it was your own fucking behavior, you chose not to look at it. It's like you turned a blind eye to something. You turned a blind eye to something. I feel like communication was a major issue. Also, in this connection, communication was a major issue. Somebody could not have been very honest. Um, could be you. Could be them. Somebody could have been hating on the other one behind their back or gossiping, like bad mouthing each other, complaining a lot. Um, like when I see this card, I think of like some fuck shit too. I think of like somebody like sitting on the phone, like fucking that sack of shit. He'll never get a job, or da da da, or a dude talking about like, man, she's done cheated on me. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of shit, like bad mouthing somebody or bashing somebody or complaining about someone to other people. Yeah. It's like there's a need to like really get back to yourself too here. Like for whatever reason, like I feel like this connection got you out of who you are. You know what I mean? It's like it's one of those relationships. This could be a past person. You could have not met this person yet. Um, it's like, yeah, this took you away from like maybe your moral center, um, or took you out of connection with yourself. Really, it's like maybe I feel like you ever feel like you've lost yourself in a relationship. If you're not feeling like this now, you could be very soon. You know, you could be very soon. It could be for a number of reasons too. It could be like because you feel like they're always complaining um, or they're bad mouthing you or whatever. It's like someone's not being honest. Like, you could just feel like you're not you're not yourself when you're with this person. And that's the best way I know how to explain it. It's like, but needing to tap in, like needing to be more intuitive because you're missing shit. You know, you're missing shit, like big shit. You're missing giant red flags, giant flashing lights that are like, you know, and I don't know if it's with the other person or it's with you. Some of you guys, it's going to be different for each one of you. Um, but it's not seeing something. Yeah. Um, I mean, there could be somebody playing around here, and we do have the Three of Cups. It is in what you don't see, you know. It is in what you don't see. So, I mean, like, yeah, there could be somebody that's going out, and when they go out, they're having extracurricular activities, if you know what I mean. Like going out on the weekends, like maybe they're going home with somebody else, or meeting up with someone at work, or like, that's not going to be for everybody. That's very few. But it's a possibility. Also, it's like, I feel like, it's like if you could see, if you had more clarity on something, I mean, there's something here, like if it was more out in the open or you had more clarity on something, you would be a lot happier. There would be a reason to celebrate. There would be like more of a reason to be happy. It's like, ooh, um, some of you guys could be pregnant or going to be getting pregnant. So it's like, definitely be careful with that. You could be dealing with a Taurus. We have the Hierophant and the Empress here. So you could be dealing with a Taurus. It's also about like focusing on yourself, knowing your own value, knowing your own worth, not letting people walk all over you, not letting people treat you like shit, not allowing yourself to chase nobody, but allowing, love to come to you as well. It's knowing your worth. It's knowing your worth. It's knowing your value. And the Empress, she gets with an emperor. That's it. She don't fuck no king. You know what I mean? If you ain't an emperor, she ain't fucking with you. It's like in some of you guys, maybe you need to kind of look at shit that way. Like quit fucking all these knights and like queens and all the kings and all this. And it's like get your emperor. It's like what do you expect? Like what do you expect? You fucking a knight. You're gonna get a knight energy. It's like, and I'm not saying you can't get with somebody and see the potential in them, and it's like help them. Some people, I don't want to say we all, but some of us like to do that. We like to invest in a work in progress because we're all a work in progress, right? So it's like you get somebody and it's like you can see the potential and how good they could be, but understand that if you do that, understand that's what you're doing. Don't get pissed when the person is not totally polished when you knew you were getting with somebody that, wasn't quite there yet, you know. And don't fall too in love with potential. Fall in love with the person, Fall in love with the person. I feel like you're an incredibly sensual person. Um, I feel like you can be very affectionate, very loving, capable of being loyal. Some of you guys may not be being loyal, but you can be. Some of you, it's not you. Could be someone else. It just wasn't. Like inside, I feel like there's this. Like you're fighting with yourself about something. You're wrestling with yourself about a decision. There could be lots of conflict in a relationship, conflict in a connection. Hmm. Like somebody's done it. I feel like somebody's taken some sort of action that's kind of triggered this conflict. You know, they've done something, and it's like it's taken away the peace, and it's like either they or you are trying to fix it, like trying to get shit back in order, like trying to mend things. But I just I don't see anything that kind of shows me that it's like I feel like somebody's hiding how they feel. Anytime you see the moon, it's like holding back how you feel or not being honest with how you feel. It's like you still see signs of fuck shit, in the outcome. You got fuck shit multiple places here. You know, anytime you're done with commitment, you got this much fuck shit. It's like some of you guys need to really open up your eyes and see like the real person that you're dealing with. Stop looking at the potential. Stop looking at, oh well, it was this good then, or like look at the actions, like or the lack of action. For some of you, it may need to be the end of a long term commitment. Something may need to come to an end. You may need to do a lot of fucking soul searching yourself. And it could be you that's on fuck shit. And it's like, if you actually want to heal something, you have to understand too, karma's a bitch, so if you're putting out bad shit, you're going to get bad shit back, and it's like, and for those of you it's not you, it's the other person's like, it's like, if you feel like you deserve to be treated a certain way, that's all you're ever going to get. That's all you're ever going to experience. Some of you guys feel like you couldn't do better, or you don't deserve better, or they beat down your confidence, or let's take a look at the past. See what's up with the past person here. See what's up with the past person for Gemini. And I think my phone died, so that's going to be the end of the TikTok there. It is what it is. All right. Past person. All right. Yeah. Damn. Okay. You could have children with this person. Not all of you. Some of you will have, kids with this person. Some of you just have like really like fucking fond ass memories. Really fond memories. You think fondly of them. You think they're like a good person, or they were a good person, or they were incredibly sweet. This person could have been big on like bringing you flowers, gifts. Maybe could be dealing with a water sign. I don't know if it was you or it was them. It's like, I feel like some of you guys, it's like you're wanting this person to like reach out, or you're wanting this person to come back and like offer love. Some of you guys are even waiting on, love. You're waiting on a chance to reconcile. It's like, and I feel like if they were to reach out to you, you would be on it. You would be on it. Whatever you didn't get in the past is like what you would want now, or whatever you wouldn't give in the past, you're willing to give now. Say you didn't want to be exclusive or something in the past, you're willing to now. Their absence has kind of like changed, like how you think about them. Yeah. I feel like at the same time, though, you would still be incredibly cautious with this person. It's like you're willing to put in the effort, the energy, but it's like you're only going to match what they do. If they come back or you work this out, it would be like, okay, I'm only giving what you give. I'm only doing what you do. I'm not going to go all in if you're not all in, It's like I see you kind of being even a little bit hesitant or just kind of slow, But I do see you like wanting to nurture the situation, wanting to like heal things, or them wanting to heal things with you. We'll take a look at your future, and you could be dealing with a water sign too. So you guys could be dealing with a Virgo. Pisces, Scorpio. Let's take a look at your future love. Your future love. This should be called tarot counseling. Yeah. Well, hey, fuck it. I feel like the videos are so goddamn long. Like when I do these, it's like I only want to do half the signs in one and half in another because it's like goddamn. Like I'm doing like 12 hours. They go on for forever and ever and ever and ever. So, all right, let's see. Future person. All right. Yeah. Ooh, it's weird. You might meet this person at work. To be somebody you work with or somebody you used to work with. I feel like this is going to be incredibly passionate, spicy. I see lots of, lots of, like somebody just like rushing in, You're going to have no doubt about this person. Like the next person you deal with, they're going to be on it. Like they're either going to be like, it's going to probably feel, so I would say it would like be cautious, don't rush in to anything because, this next person is going to try to rush, so just kind of slow your roll a little bit. It'd be very like hot, steamy connection, but also though, I feel like there could also be fireworks between you two, like verbally as well. Like maybe like some verbal jousting. I feel like you're going to like that. You're going to like the shit talking aspect to it. Some of you will. But it's also like that could be like if you argue or something, like it could be like argumentative too. It could, if you spend too much time together, you could get on each other's nerves and, there could be a little bit of this. So, but I feel like more than anything, it's just passion, like lots of passion, lots of excitement. Um, Strong communication. They could say things to like it could be the way they talk that kind of lures you in. It could be like however they talk, the way that they speak, or the like the way they go about saying something. How it's going to be attractive to you. They could be very straightforward. Or just really slick with the way that they word shit. Um, well, I feel like, the foundation of, this next person, it's going to be like in how you communicate. Like that's going to determine whether or not you guys kind of have the juice or not to make it. How long this love will last. It's like, are you going to be willing to be patient enough, to make sure that you're understood and you understand them and like where one another are coming from? Are you going to have the patience for that? Are you going to be able to articulate how you feel about certain things and not doing it in a way that makes you sound pushy or overbearing? Are you going to be able to be honest about the way that you feel and honest about shit that maybe bothers you or red flags? Like you need to do it from the jump. Don't wait until you're arguing or something, or you're upset about something else 2 months down the road to then decide that you don't like certain things about a person. You need to like come out with it right away and say, like, I can't, this is a red flag for me. Or, it's like you need to make your position known. I would not withhold anything. I feel like, some of you guys, it's like too, it's like, you're keeping one sword underneath you because it's like you're willing to lay down the swords and not fight. This connection, it's like that it's there, and I think it's because it's so passionate. You're gonna know, so you're not gonna fight it too much, but it's like you still got a sword underneath you. So it's like you're still fucking, you're still ready to stab a motherfucker if they don't work out right. So it's like you need to be be careful with being overly aggressive, or be careful with being too quick to cut people off too. It's like some of you, and this could be just one or two of you in particular, but it's like some of you guys will block a motherfucker like instantly. I feel like you probably got a long block list, or your block game is strong. You know, it's like some of you guys need to slow the fuck down on blocking people or cutting people off. It's like I feel like some of y'all are cutting people off way too quickly. You know, so you could, and this person could end up, you guys could end up blocking each other. You know, shit don't go the right direction as well. So we're gonna pull a love oracle. Pull a love oracle. Yeah, well, flowers and gifts, Italian. Yeah, hey, I give flowers and stuff. So if I like somebody, I give them flowers. You gotta be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Okay, yeah, honeymoon, in reverse. Enjoy the bliss of time together. So it's like honeymoon in reverse. Yeah. I feel like you have that passion, right? Like that sexual chemistry is definitely going to be there, but also be careful that once the new wears off, um, that that wasn't the only reason that you're with this person, is like for sex. Or it's like, I know it's so weird, but so many people like lie to themselves. Like, no, it's like yeah, when sometimes when that gets old, like the real shit comes out. Like that's when you really see the person, without the rose-colored glasses and all that. And because it's like when we wear rose-colored glasses, all red flags are just flags, right? So it's like once the new wears off, I feel like don't wait till the new wears off to decide you don't like something about somebody. Be honest with yourself up front. If you're not digging it from the jump, you need to talk about it. Don't let shit become a thing, because in your next relationship, this could, doing something like that, rushing in, especially, with the passion and sex and all that. It's like, and not talking about the real shit, or getting to know a person, or building a foundation the right way, a friendship the right way, could backfire in your face later on. So, next, Taurus. Taurus is next. Taurus is next. And everybody that is in the chat, everybody watching this period, please make sure to hit the like, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and click the bell if you have not already. Share this link. Follow, all that good stuff. Okay. Jeez. Okay. Oh, Taurus. Taurus, I feel like you're feeling feisty, You're feeling feisty. Um, some of you guys got like a lot on your mind. There's a lot you want to unload. It's like for some of you, if you don't get, this out in a healthy way, this could all boil to the surface and explode. This could come out in some not so good ways. I feel like you and your person have had a lot of conflict lately. There's been a lot of conflict. A lot of conflict. For some of you, it's like wanting to just kind of like give up or walk away from something, or you feel like your person is giving up on you, or you know what I mean? It's like feeling like, I'm tired. I'm tired. I need a rest from this. I need a break from this. I need some me time. I need some girl time, some guy time. You know what I mean? Something like that. It's like really feeling that. Also, someone could be like beating a dead horse with the same argument. Maybe there's something you did in the past and they continuously throw it up in your face. Maybe there is something that they did and you're continuously throwing it up in their face. But it's like, this is somebody holding themselves back. Like choosing to stay stuck on something that doesn't serve you. Choosing to stay stuck on something that makes you unhappy. It's like, I feel like in the past, if you look behind her, like she's got the castle and stuff up there. It's like, so in the past, things were good. Things were good. It's like some of you just feel like your hands are tied. You don't know which direction to go when it comes to something. Like you don't know, you don't really have the words to say. Or you're expecting somebody to say something and they're not saying what you want. And because of that, it's like some of you guys could be holding on to resentment really bad, unforgiveness really bad. Yeah. I feel like there's a few of you out there that really just want somebody to almost like come rescue you from your situation. It's like you want to change. You feel drained. You feel drained. You want love to come into your life the way that it once did. It's like, you want to feel like fulfilled and happy again. Yeah, like at one point in time there was like celebrations, shit was good, you guys were happy, everything was going well at one point in time. But something happened along the way and it's caused this kind of falling out, Now there's arguing or not seeing eye to eye. It's like feeling resigned to a situation or not wanting to continue fighting something. Some of you guys could be feeling prisoner to this situation or feeling stuck. You have children with this person, be married to this person. There's something that's holding you there that makes you feel stuck or bound to the situation. You're like wanting someone or something to like kind of save you out of all of this. And whether it's like you're wanting another person to come along or you're just wanting some solution. I feel like there's change coming though. Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. It's like when you least expect it, shit is about to change. Shit is about to change. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. It's like the universe is getting ready to like step in. So like for some of you, like the healing you've been praying for and you've been wanting, it's coming. Like there'll be healing brought to a situation, healing brought to a relationship. For others of you that just kind of like want to get out and want to get free, like that's coming too. It's like just depending on your situation, like what you're trying to manifest. For each one of you, it'll be different. But you want like balance. You could be dealing with a Libra as well. You want balance. You want an equal give and take. You don't want to feel like someone is just taking advantage of you. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Like someone is taking advantage of you, or you're over giving. You're giving more to a situation than what you're getting back. You're giving more energy, more effort than what you're getting back. Someone, you could be feeling like you're used for money. Um, Someone could be using you for money or using you for finances, or but you feel like there's this lack of balance. So it's like focusing on balancing a situation. Somehow the situation has become energetically imbalanced. So one of you could be running, the other could be chasing, something like that. But it's like trying to restore that balance. It's like you're keeping things really close to your vest. You're not showing this person how you feel, or how much you feel. Um, some of you could even be feeling detached, or feeling like your person is acting detached, like they're kind of hiding something, or there's something that's not being said here. And anytime you see the moon, it's like somebody being deceptive with their emotions, being emotionally deceptive. So it's like it can be as simple as you just like being hurt and trying to hide the fact that you're hurt by something, or being disappointed and trying to hide the fact you're disappointed. Or it could be more than that. It could be like falling out of love and not wanting to tell somebody, or caring a whole lot and not wanting to tell somebody. The advice is to move away from the things that make you feel all of this turbulence. Though it's like, if it's like every time you go to a certain place, you argue, don't go to that place anymore. Every time you know you spend time with a certain person, if you feel down or you feel drained, it's like quit hanging around that fucking person. It's time to move on to calmer waters. And it's like it's like the things that emotionally are creating turmoil in our lives. That's what it's asking you to move away from. To like let go of the past if you're trying to hold on to the past, or you know if your person's holding on to the past, it's like a need to let go of the past, or the things that have brought turmoil into our lives. Yeah, you're just you're afraid that someone's going to pull the wool over your eyes. Someone's not being honest. This is a liar, a cheater, someone who steals. You could be dealing with a really manipulative person, or someone who's really manipulated you a lot. You're not blocked here, no. You could be dealing with somebody that's incredibly manipulative, somebody that's lied a lot, someone that, you never feel like you're getting the truth from. And there's a need to kind of take action towards like the unknown. Like, so, like, if you're feeling curious about going a certain direction, it's like, now is the time to take that action. It's like, stop worrying about like what could go wrong and understand like you have, you are abundance, and it's like, however you choose to perceive something is how, is how you're going to experience it. So if you choose to look at each situation, as a learning experience, something that you can learn from, something that you can move on and grow from, it's like that's what's going to, benefit you the most. It's like not living in fear of like, shoulda, woulda, coulda, or hanging on to, the past and people that, haven't worked out, or situations that haven't worked out. It's like, understanding that everything happens for a reason, and not being afraid to, take actions that are gonna, that are gonna, fulfill you in the end. It's like, don't hang on to anyone or anything, too long. Out of fear you'll lose that person. It's like you're losing yourself sometimes by trying to hold on to certain people. Now we're going to take a look at the past energy here, past person. Thank you. I look healthier. I'm starting to sweat. I'm probably going to have to break this one up in 2 parts. That way I can turn back on the air. It's getting really hot in here. Okay. I'll probably stream the second half on Instagram too, instead of TikTok. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. Let's see a past person. And tonight I'll be doing the podcast around 10:30 p.m. Anybody wants to check it out? Mm-hmm. Damn. That's interesting. Some of you guys felt like this person in the past, like, and you'll know who I'm talking about. For each of you, it's it's going to be different. But, this past person, I feel like you had this sense of security with them. Things felt stable. And maybe you haven't experienced that stability since that person. But maybe you also felt like you were always trying to hold on to them, or they were like trying to hold on to you, like maybe like in a sense of like even cleanliness, like that could have been one of the things that you didn't like. They were too clean, too needy, or they thought that about you. You could even see them as selfish. Some of you guys could see them as kind of selfish, or they see you as a selfish person. I feel like on the outside, like you were like a really good looking couple, though. It's like a lot of people complimented you, or you took a lot of pictures together, showed off online. This was somebody that you really seen a future with, too. Like, and you even gave off probably the aura of like power couple, or, like a good aura. With the two of you, had good energy together. A lot of people, thought you looked well together. It's like you even, like you've seen a life with this person, they've seen a life with you, and it's like, some of you could have felt like this was like a dream come true even. It's like, damn, this is my person, or they thought that about you. Like there is an opportunity to reconcile if you want to. I know that. If you want to start a new beginning, it's there. Um, let's see if you reach out, what will happen. Let's see what will happen if you reach out. Let's see if they'll reach out. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they've tried to reach out and you've ignored them, or you have them blocked, or you tried to reach out and they have ignored you or have you blocked. I think if you do talk to them, you need to keep it short and sweet. Um, don't. It's like take your time. You know, be patient, be slow. Don't get super emotional right away. Try to keep the emotions out of it, um, and reconnect. Slowly. Reconnect slowly. Let's take a look at your future person. Your future person, but I do see there's a chance of reconnection here. So it'll be the next couple months even. We'll see. Your future person. You call it alive. Yeah. In future. So done. Gemini, Taurus, Aries, Virgo. Aquarius. Alright. Damn. Wow. Interesting. Well, I feel like you are manifesting this person or they are manifesting you. This is going to be like a very spiritual connection. You could be dealing with a Gemini. Um, it's going to be a very spiritual connection. I feel like you guys are going to like have, maybe it's like your spirituality is what even connects you. Some of you guys will meet like fucking yoga or in church, or there could be like a spiritual tie to all of this. Maybe you're just into the same things. Maybe you're really spiritual and so are they. Maybe you're into witchcraft and so are they. Maybe you're a Jesus freak and so are they. It's like I do feel like spirit is going to play a big role. I feel like this is someone you're trying to manifest too. It's like some of you guys could be like doing affirmations or scripting or vision boards or fuck, even love spells. This person could be doing this too. They could be like trying to bring you in. It's like um, this is someone that's going to make you happy. Someone that's going to make you happy. Someone that you'll see a future with, and see how long it'll last. Oh yeah, yeah. It's gonna be the type of relationship that if you're willing to to put in the work, there will be a little bit of hard work necessary. It's like if you're willing to put in the work and put in the time, put in the energy, put in the effort, and if you're able to move on from the past and not allow the things that have hurt you previously get in the way of how you see this person now. It's like don't allow things that other people have done, to you to affect your now, to affect your relationship now. It's like, so you gotta, any insecurities, you gotta eat them, man. You know, you gotta let them go. Um, it's like learning that this is like a fresh start. You know, it's like, and some of you guys what's really weird is like, you might meet this person after someone else dumps you or stands you up, or, you know, you could be rejected right before you meet this person. I feel like some of you guys are going to be all butthurt because you think the person that rejected you is like who you're supposed to be with, but it's not. It's like God or the universe like saving you from a really bad narcissist or a really bad person. But like the person that you're wanting or the person you're going to want is not going to be, they're not going to be the person you think they are. They're not going to be, so you might be like salty, like, damn, you know, they never called me back, or, you know, like, they broke up with me, or, you know, and it's like, because of that, that's how you're going to meet your actual person, you know. It's like, you might even be stuck on that former person, and some of you guys could fuck up this good connection by continuously trying to go back to that person that is no good, you know. Yeah. It's like, but the opportunity's there, like the door's open. Yeah, don't wait on someone from the past to come back. None of that. Don't do that. You know, don't go backwards. They are exes for a reason. Um, and, you know, and some people won't want to hear that. Some people are like hell bent on getting back with their exes and all that. And, you know, it's like, I understand it. There's some people that come in our life, we love the shit out of them. You know, it's like we're not ready to let go of them yet. But it's like, um, maybe, you know, it's like, and each life is different, but it's like, not every person is meant for you or is meant to be there, you know, your whole life. Some people are just meant to be there for a season, you know, for a time, a period of time. Let's pull an oracle card. Pull an oracle card. You look healthier and much better. Well, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. I think I'm going to do Pisces next. Okay. Let's do Pisces next. All right. It's so weird. I keep getting the same fucking cards. I shit you not. I keep shuffling them over and over and over. Trust. Situation's calling for you to have faith. So it's like, yeah, don't let your past get in the fucking way of your future. It's like, if you know, you have trust issues, you're gonna have to get over that shit. You know, like, for real, for real. Because you could be shooting yourself in the foot for, like, you know, someone that's actually good and trustworthy. Um, don't punish people for what, you know, other people who didn't appreciate you or see your value or whatever have done to you, you know, in the past. It's like, you know, we got to make sure that we're healed before we start trying to move on into something new, you know. So many people don't. So many people don't. You know, it's like, I've been in the dating world for a while now. And I honestly, like, I'm fucking amazed at some of the people out there. You know, it's like the situations they're in. It's like people are still in fucking, you know, still in love with other people and be trying to, like, start something new, you know? It's just crazy. Still sleeping with other people and trying to start something new, you know? Like, make sure you're ending the old first, and make sure you're healed from that first, and then, you know, then move forward. You know, if you're not over your ex or whatever, then probably not a good time to start something new yet. Don't use somebody else to get over another person either. People always make that dumbass mistake. All right, Pisces, let's see what we have for you. All right, Pisces. July 2023, Pisces. I love you too. Shuffle in some Illuminati game cards. Hey, I should honestly. I would love to to play that game. I did play back when I lived in Baltimore. My girlfriend back then. That's been a couple girlfriends ago. She had an Illuminati game, like a board game, and we would play the board game. So I have played Illuminati board games. It was pretty fun actually. So pretty fun. All right, Pisces. And my last girlfriend was a Pisces. So yeah, I've had a couple of girlfriends that were Pisces. Let's see. I'm a Pisces moon. All right, Pisces. Let's see what we have for you. Let's see what we have for Pisces. You're a Virgo? Well, that's probably why I don't like you. I'm a Virgo too. I can't stand female Virgos. There's something about y'all. It's like, I don't know how anybody fucks with me. I'm a Virgo. I'm a Virgo Libra cusp. I'm a Libra rising also, but I'm a Virgo. I can't stand female Virgos. I don't know. Something about them. You know, dated some Libras, not so bad. Uh, yeah, really. I swear, it's crazy. I've never liked a female Virgo. I mean, ever. Ever. They're always so goddamn hypercritical and, I feel like too, it's like just a Virgo thing, like we're really hard to like get in, like to get in our hearts and get in our good graces, I guess, like earn our trust. But it's like maybe I've just never been able to get into the circle of trust of a female Virgo. I don't know, but it's like I've never really dug them. I've always felt like they're incredibly critical, way too uptight. They will cut you off in a split fucking second too. Seriously, like if they don't like what you're saying or you know like the vibes you're putting on. So yeah. Who knows? Who knows? I'm sure. It's probably just because we're like meant to be with somebody different than ourselves too. Like I like Pisces a lot. It's like the sister sign, but it's like we're actually total opposites. I'd say I probably people I probably love the Pisces the most. Just for whatever reason, I've gotten along really great with Pisces. So here we go. Judgmental, yeah. Judgmental, fucking yes. I don't know. I'm not into it. And I feel like Aquarius is really judgmental too. I know they're supposed to be like rebellious and shit, but it's like I never get along good with Aquarius. Female Virgos. You were Virgo and you dated one for 5 years. It was like dating a copy of yourself. Yeah. I've been with Taurus. Taurus was all right, I guess. Cancer, yeah. I don't know if I've had every zodiac sign, but I imagine I have. I probably just didn't know it. Okay. Probably shouldn't have said that. Pisces, the Hierophant. Let's see. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Wow, that's very weird. Okay. Okay, Pisces. Well, some of you are in a long-term commitment with this person, or traditional commitment. Um, Boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and wife, that kind of thing. This was a relationship though. Definitely a relationship. Um, I feel like for whatever reason though, it's like in the challenge position, it's very strange. The 9 of Cups. I feel like you're like incredibly defensive toward this person, or was incredibly defensive toward this person. It's anytime I see this card too, always think about like protecting your peace or protecting your happiness. Like maybe this person made you feel like you needed to protect your peace or protect your happiness. You could have met them online, Facebook, social media, dating site. Um, I feel like it started off, conversations, maybe text messages, DMs, and kind of grew into like an emotional connection, you know. Maybe there was even like, like a promise of marriage, or, plans for marriage, or, I feel like it was very serious, very, very soon. Like, I feel like right now you're like focusing, or you don't really see it, but it's like there's like this whole new chapter kind of beginning in your life. It's like a new start in so many ways. It's like whatever you've been through or whatever you've experienced is like opened you up in ways you maybe you thought you wouldn't have been able to be open up to, after some of the things you've been through. But it's like I feel like it's taught you more about yourself, than anything. Sometimes when we go through relationships and breakups and, you know, um, we learn more about ourselves than anything. And I feel like there's so much value in that too, like having the ability to like learn about yourself and kind of see your flaws, see where you came up short. And it's like not just focus on and some of you guys too, and I totally get this sense of like when you're looking at a situation, stop focusing on the other person. It's like focus on you, like what you did, um, or what you're doing. It's like a lot of times it's way easier to be like, well, he or she did this or said this, or it's like pointing the finger, blaming someone else. It's like, and some of you could feel like that. You could feel like it's this person's fault that you're not happy or that it didn't work out, or and it's like you're holding this grudge. Even some of you could be holding this grudge, like and it's like in the sense of like you're defending your peace, protecting your happiness, but at the same time it's like also there's this need to kind of be accountable for the things that you may have said or done, or the role that you played throughout. these situations. Five of Swords in reverse. Could be somebody that you wasn't getting along with, someone that you didn't see as honest, or you were bad mouthing, or they were bad mouthing you, or there could have been bad words that were said about one another or to each other. I see that changing. I see that changing. I see, something that went from, that could have even felt really toxic, or very argumentative, or like you weren't on good terms, now being on good terms, now having, like there's a need for like honest communication, honest conversation, kind of putting everything out there, not talking about it to other people, but talking about it to one another, the people that's involved. It's like you're focused on your glow up. You're trying, to focus on your finances. You're trying to focus on yourself, and you're trying to like focus on being happy. It's like, in order to have that victory, you got to make sure you're closing all the doors to the past. Not allowing, um, not allowing wounds to go unhealed. Some of you guys could, um, well, you've got a lot to offer. This is you here. You've got a lot to offer. Emotionally. I feel like you've got a big heart. Your person sees you as having a big heart, or you see them as having a big heart. This is someone that really cared about you. There just needed to be balance brought to a situation. Someone wasn't taking the actions necessary to kind of push the relationship in the direction it needed to go. Like somebody needed to step up and be a king, and they didn't. They didn't take the actions necessary. They even have the King of Pentacles also in reverse. It's like it could have been a lot of stress over finances, money, lack of money, lack of a job. Could have been pulling, like this could have been a major drag, a major drain on the relationship, on the situation. I feel like financially, when this situation ends, you're going to feel a lot more freedom financially. This commitment ends. But I also feel like there's still so much potential for like healing here. There's so much potential to, especially with this in reverse. It shows that we're going in the right direction. It's like, but we have to be willing to communicate and communicate honestly. And I feel like, that's like not looking at what everyone else is doing, but looking at ourselves, looking at the role that we play. I want to take a look at your past person, Pisces. Take a look at the past. Okay, past person for Pisces. Aries are good men. That's fun. I feel like Virgos are good men. We just get a bad rap. That's all. All right. Let's see. Pisces, the past. Okay. Oh shit. Alright. Let's see. Oof. Okay. Chariot. Somebody move. Did you move away from each other, or they move out? You know, maybe someone moved out, you moved out, you moved away from each other. I feel like you wanted this person to get their shit together, or they wanted you to get your shit together. One of the two. It's like you wanted them to take actions to really get themselves in order. Maybe you felt like they needed to grow. You know, there was things they needed to take care of, things they needed to do. You know, it's like I feel like this person, has leveled up for sure. Um, is working on themselves. I mean, I also feel like in the back of their mind, they're doing this like probably even thinking about you, Pisces. Like, oh well, if I just get this, and this, then I can reconcile with Pisces, or they got a lot of options, a lot of choices. Could be dealing with an earth sign. I feel like there's a lot, and you do too. I feel like you're trying to juggle the choice of like, do you go back to this? Do you like give this person another chance? Like, if you're like wanting to see growth or wanting to see forward progress, I think it's there. Like, cause you got to be willing to open up, communicate, let the past go, that kind of thing. It's like, I feel like you're kind of juggling like moving forward, or reconciling with the past, or it's like, should I talk to him, should I not, like, let's see what happened here. Yeah, there was things didn't end well, a lot of conflict, but there's a lot of love too. A lot of love too. I feel like if you do talk to this person, Pisces, they might profess their love to you, love bomb you, like, it's like, or you could, even really want to just kind of, maybe you felt like they were too all over the place. And it's like you just want them for your, for you, you want them to be on the same page as you, and then to offer you the kind of love that you wanted the first time around and didn't get. So let's take a look at the future here. Look at the future. Damn. Well, you're showing up again here. I feel like it's like going to be a lot of you like working on you. I see in the future here too. either mourning the past, hurting, over the past, or, like allowing the mindset that got you hurt in the past to get you hurt in the present. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to control every little thing. You know, it's like um, you're fighting against like the momentum of spirit. Spirit's like trying to bring you something or trying to open you up in some ways. Like you're fighting against it. Spirit wants like all that, all that love and that emotion, all that you have to offer, all that you have to give. Like it wants to see you like pour that out. You know, it's like quit holding back, quit. There's no need to detach or to mourn the past or to be negative about love or you know to hold grudges with the past to block your future. You know, it's like you got so much to offer, so much to give, so much abundance. It's like believing that, believing that you deserve love, believing that you've made changes necessary. That because people do change, and it's like if you've made the changes necessary in the way you approach love, then you're going to get different outcomes. Or the way that you see it, you're going to get different outcomes. It's like not focusing on what others have done to us or what others do, but focusing on what we can control and what we can change, which is ourselves. Pull an oracle card. And give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. And I feel like for some of you guys, like, maybe you walked away from something, or someone, without like truly trying to work on something or see it through. It's like, it's like anything worth having is something worth fighting for. It's like sometimes, we have to show the universe like that we truly want something. It's like when we have love, we have to work to keep it alive. We have to work to tend that flame. We have to work to build a beautiful relationship. So it's like being willing to put in that work, put in that time, put in that energy, put in that effort, not just kind of like giving up or you know um, or quitting. You're not just quitting on the other person, you're quitting on yourself. It's like you're quitting on your happiness. And it's like don't sell yourself short. You know what you want, you know what you deserve. If somebody's just not giving that to you, that's a different story. But it's like um, if you got this much love, um, you're that connected, then it's like that's something worth taking a step back, looking at ourselves and putting energy and effort into. It's like saying give it a chance. you know um, don't give up too soon, don't walk away too soon, and don't let the past burn the bridges for what you're trying to create now. Yeah. So I am going to wrap up the first half. That's the first 6 signs right now. I'm going to eat some lunch. Um, and I will do the next 6 here in a little bit. And tonight at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, I'll be doing the live show. For everybody interested, hopefully the multi-stream went through well and all that good stuff. But tonight, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, join me. If you want to book your own personal tarot reading, 513-393-2396 or email the realbestdampodcast@gmail.com. Thank you guys for watching. I love you, and I will see you next time. Peace.